Well, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all well. Today I'm using some cards which I've had and haven't touched for over 2-3 years, and they're flower cards with affirmations. So I'm going to be using those today. I'm feeling a bit unwell today, but it's only because I fell, which is stupid. Weren't looking what I was doing. But let's start, shall we? Right. Can I come to Andrea Rees first, please? AM, are you still here? So you'll be next if you're still here. So we're keeping an eye on you all today. Right, Angela Rees. You have got, it is called the bromelaid. Look at that lovely flower. It's like a little cactus flower that grows. And it says, be positive. This lovely pink, it says, your thoughts can shape your experience. So be sure to focus on the positive. And that is the affirmation. So look after the positive. We need you to be more positive. But each one of these petals is showing you that the inner sense is you. This is you inside. And this is how you have to form your own positivity. The pink means to me maternal love. It also means as well family and sticking together. I know it's part and parcel of your life at the moment, Andrea, but you have to start to stand up for yourself a bit more. And as that says, be positive. I hear with you that I just need to lift you up a bit further. Let's get you back on track. Let's push you so that you know that you are in the right place. Sometimes you feel a little bit feeble and it's though you're not getting where you need to be. But I want to say to you, always remember, you are a beautiful soul. I have a gentleman with you. This gentleman is digging his garden. He's showing me frustration. So I feel you're frustrated at the moment. This gentleman is father or grandfather. He was a gentleman that gave a lot of himself, but he said he always dug his garden when he was frustrated. I feel that he was very strong-willed, and I know there's a lot going on in his life and in your life that sometimes you feel a lot of stress, and that is about family. And this is what I want to say to you about family. Yeah, the frustration is coming from this gentleman. He's saying about trusting in your own knowledge. Don't let others see that you are holding back. I want to say to you, it's time to move forward. I'm given the name of Alec. I'm given also Dan, and I've just been given Bill. So I know those three names are important around you. He said about picking the tulips for spring and showing spring is part and parcel of your life because you love spring. I have a lady with you now, and this lady, she's picking cherries off a cherry tree. I said, what are you doing? She said, I'm going to make some cherry ice cream. And she said, I like to make cherry pies as well. She was a small lady, had problems with her tummy before she passed to the spirit world. She's saying here, the strength you have for other people is often something that you enjoy. This lady is mum or grandma. She gives me the name of Jean. She also gives me also the name of Margaret. And she's just given me also the name of, I thought she said Fran or Francis. But I know she was a lady that loved to always do things by herself. She was a strong, strong lady. I've asked for something special for you, and she's just given me the Star of David. You know those little tiny white flowers? And they're called the Star of David, and they grow along a border. She just wanted to say to you, I had to give you those with love. So please take that love that is given to you today, sweetheart, and just remember, be positive. Okay. As I said, is AM still here? AM. If you're not still here, I'm going to have to find somebody else. AM. Oh, you're still here. That's lovely. Okay, let's choose your card. This is a begonia. Can you see the begonia? I always believed that the begonia is spreading the seeds because it does really. It overpowers gardens. Look at that lovely pink begonia. It means patience. And he said, your prayers have been heard and they are being answered. So you've been asking for something. When I see this lovely pink flower, it's got a deep red around the outside of the petals, but the petals are like little tiny roses. And I always say the begonia is a poor man's rose. And I know as I see this, it's showing me that your strength comes with your knowledge. I feel also with this flower, it's about showing others that you can enjoy. But they just said to you, you've got to take a leap of faith. All right, sweetheart? Right. I'm shown a lady sitting in a chair, and it's a rocking chair. And I can feel her gently rocking with that chair. I want to say mum or grandmother. I feel she was a lady that gave a lot of herself to others in the family. She's saying about always knowing that the family was important. She's a lady that gave so much of herself. And I know she suffered greatly before she passed to the spirit world. She was one of the old school. She did everything for family. She was a hard worker. She loved her garden and she loved doing things for other people. She said something about you being a scaredy cat. I don't know why, but was you a scaredy cat when you was a child? Because that's what she's brought for you. She said about peace, inner peace. You need inner peace. I'm given Diane. I'm also given Mary. And I've just been given also the name of, I felt she said Janet, but I don't know. What's the nope about, AM? You don't accept anything I'm giving you? Not about the flower, about life, about you? But you've just put nope. I don't know what you're talking about. But I know I've got this lady here, mother or grandmother, a lady that would have given herself and helped others. Then you need to ask family about the names, please, if you can, because they will always come out, because they always do. I'm shown a game of, you know, when you look at a game and you see I'm playing drafts, and it's like the black and the white on a board. It's like this is you're the white, and trying to get your kings to the other side. It's like finding you again. Have a gentleman with you. And this gentleman with you is a father or a grandfather. He gives me William, Charlie, and James. So I know those three names are around you. I know this gentleman was a gentleman that loved to be always outside. He hated being indoors. He loved his outside. And whether it was raining or it was snowing, he liked to be outside. He loved fresh air. And he's just said about being in charge of your own emotions. So I feel your emotional self is at a low at the moment. But he's saying here about patience. Patience is a virtue. And he just said to give you some beautiful white roses. And white roses mean to me always, everlasting. So please take that and ask family what I've given you, and you will find your answers. All right, sweetheart? I'll leave that with you. Can I come to Stephen, please? Stephen Blevins. Right, you've got the locust flower. Look at that lovely locust. Look at the lovely yellow stamens. But that whole flower, it means chakra clearing. And this is one of the Japanese flowers. But as I see the lotus, it's like holding you in the palm of your hands. And it says, by clearing your chakras, you open yourself up to profound wisdom. Stephen, this is saying about wisdom. Wisdom in small places. Okay. Stephen, I feel I want to give you joy. Inner joy. It's like you're a bit lost at the moment. And I feel you just need to get yourself back into yourself again. It's showing you that you are important in this life. And you need a bit of, should I say, profound wisdom to help you to move forward. It's like I'm lost in the middle, and it's like a wave. And this wave, as I'm seeing, is like your despair, yet that despair is now evaporating. I have a gentleman here with you, father or grandfather, could even be an uncle. He said Tom. And I felt I wanted to say to you, Uncle Tom Cobley and all. So I feel you've got a lot of lovely gentlemen and people around you. And I know he's showing me hanging up the bird feeders, stroking his dog, playing cricket with the kids, doing things in his own space. Stephen, he said he had a problem with his left-hand side. So I know this is what's showing me. He either had a stroke or he had problems with his lungs or his heart, but it's the left side. He's saying about always knowing how far you've come. He said, always be positive. He shows me a balloon, and the balloon is a beautiful purple. And this lovely purple is for you to bring your spirituality back. Okay, I have a lady now with you. And this lady who is with you is a small lady, about I want to say about 5'4". A lady that wore an apron. a lady that loved to cook, a lady who had her hair up, always wore like a blouse. Oh, I don't know what that is, sweetheart. Okay. But I know as I'm talking to this lady, she is just showing me, Stephen, that you have a way with people, as did she. But I know as I'm talking to her, she just wants to bring you peace of mind. I'm given Lily. I'm given Margaret. And I've just been given Jean. I know there was someone with leukemia. Okay. All right. I didn't know what that means, honestly. I'm not a doctor. I can't say what that is. But I know what you're trying to say. But I just saw the left-hand side and problems with the left-hand side. Somebody had leukemia because I feel the bleeding. Okay. I'm given for you a bell, a silver bell. And as I listen to that chime of this bell, I feel that you've been hearing bells when you've been either in meditation or you've been in your quiet time. I can just hear that little tiny ding of a bell. Thank you. Okay, sweetheart. Take that little bell because it's been given to you with love from your grandma. And she says, remember, always love yourself. So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right, let's see where we're going next. Right. Motivational vibes. Are you still here? Okay, sweetheart, let's choose you a card. Oh, you've got the lovely, I love this flower. It's a frangipane. And the frangipane is like that lovely, lovely smell of marzipan. And it means raise your vibration. It's also your affirmation for today is your intuitive feelings or accurate messages from the angels. So it's meaning your intuition is quite strong. Your intuition, you know what you're seeing and what you're feeling. And I'm shown a swimming pool. And that swimming pool is to move your limbs. And it's like I'm swimming. And I feel this is what I need to give you. A new way forward, exercise to find yourself. This is what the card is saying, is what we're saying to you, sweetheart, about you and intuition. I feel your pathway is quite strong. I also see as well a beautiful, beautiful brown bear. And this brown bear is your power animal. We have a lady with you. And this lady, she's about 5, I want to say she's about 5'4", 5'5". I can see her cleaning windows. She was always doing things around the house. She's just moved into the kitchen. She's showing me the kitchen. It's all spotless. Everything is in its place. And she hated things not to be in the right place. She said about always knowing where things were. She's saying that she loved to make food for the family. She's making a tapioca pudding, and I can see her stirring it and putting in the sugar and the cream and the vanilla, and she's making this tapioca pudding. And she just said about, because I said, is it tapioca sago? She says, no, it's completely different. It's a bigger seed. It's of the same family, but she's giving you tapioca, and she's just put a big dollop of jam in the middle of it for you. She's also showing me a picture on the wall, and it says, this is my home. I live here. And she had that on the wall. This is a memory. She gives me the name of Gladys. She's just also given me the name of Anne or Annie. And she's just given me also the name of Pauline. So I know they are there with you somewhere, or they're her friends. Gentleman with you now. I feel he was in the army. Very straight-backed, very much a man that knew where he was going. He was a hard worker. He loved to do things for other people. Have a spanner, will go. And this is how he was in life. He gives me Joe. He gives me David. And he's just given me also the name of Bernard. He said about always doing things the right way. And he said, you always do things the right way. And he's very proud of you. Dad or Granddad. He used to smoke silk cut. He's showing me a pink packet, purple packet, pink, purple, I don't know. He just said about silk cut. And people, when they went abroad, would always bring him a 200 pack. You know, so he's very much a gentleman that loved to always be with family. He loved to read as well, he's telling me. He says, so do you. He just said, I have to give you a beautiful yellow rose. And this yellow rose is out of his garden. And I always say the yellow rose is for your solar plexus. And I want to say the yellow rose is also for your gut feelings. So always go with your gut feelings. All right, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Nancy Ray, are you still here? Nancy Ray? If you're not here, I'll find someone else. Right. Can I talk to Leanne Darsh then? Nancy Ray, you're still here. And then it's Leanne Darsh. Okay. Right, Nancy. This is your card. Oh, you've got the Snapdragon. The Antarinum. I love this. It always reminds me when I was a child, I was shown how to get the petals and it used to snap. This beautiful color, orange, pink, and yellow. And it means release all your anger. And your affirmation is, don't give power to negative words by saying them. Speak from your higher self and make your communication peaceful and loving. But as I see this beautiful flower, I love the Antarinum because it always shows you it comes in the spring and it goes all the way through summer and it keeps getting new blooms on it. It's just beautiful. I feel with you, sweetheart, you need a bit of extra strength at the moment, because I'm just wanted to give you a lift. I know I have a lady with you, a lady that loved her garden, and she's showing me her snapdragons. She's also showing me as well like a hedge, and it's all full of sweet peas, and the smell of these sweet peas is absolutely divine. She loved her roses as well, but I can see her with her clippers just cutting down and making sure she deheads or deadheads them. She's showing me a little ginger cat that is with her. And she's showing me also that she always loved to wear a scarf. And the scarf is tied around it that way. So when she was in the garden, she used to wear the scarf. She gives me the names of Mavis, Olive, and Margaret. She's also said as well, Nancy, there is another Nancy in the family as well. So maybe you were named after Nancy. She's showing me also making pea soup. And she also made her own bread. So the bread and the pea soup was a lovely supper. She was a lady that always liked to do things her own way. And I know she was a lady that always did knitting and sewing and doing all things crafty. She's also just given me the name of Ivy. So there's an ivy around you as well. I want to give you also the surname of Blaine. Blain. Blaine. Right, I have a gentleman now with you. And this gentleman, he's fishing. I can see him fishing. And he was coarse fishing. I can see him by the river. And sometimes he was in like a pond and he was fishing for carp. He gives me Raymond, and he's just given me Peter, and he's given me John. He said about taking time for you, sweetheart. I've asked for something special for you, and I have just been given the most beautiful stargazer lily. And that stargazer lily is to show you to always keep your head up and show others that you are important. So Nancy Roy, I'm leaving that with you and say thank you for working with me. Leanne Darsh, can I talk to you, please? Okay. You still here, Leanne? Ask the family about the name, sweetheart. You will find it. Leanne, are you still here? If not, I'll find someone else. You're welcome, sweetheart. Right. Looks like she's not still here. Sarah Parkhouse, let's talk to you. Oh, you are still here. Leanne Darsh, then. I'm talking to you, and then I chose someone else, didn't I? Who did I choose? Oh, dear me. It all moves up when people move. Okay, yeah, Leanne Darsh. I'm talking to you. And then Sarah. I'm talking to Leanne Darsh, please, first. You're welcome. And then it's Sarah. Oh, Leanne, you've got the yellow lily. Look at that lovely lily. And it means financial healing. Your money struggles are a thing of the past. Be open to all avenues to receiving, and you'll be provided for in every way. So I know as I see this lovely, lovely lily, the yellow means solar plexus. The yellow also means go with your gut feeling. I feel with you though, Leanne, you've got a lot going on in your life that sometimes I feel you have to shut the door to the past, because I feel a bit of uncertainty with you. And the uncertainty is making you feel as though people are not always as they seem. And this is why we've given you the yellow for your gut feeling. Always go with your gut feeling and don't let others browbeat you. Your finances will get better, but you just have to trust. You will be given what you need. Leanne, I have a lady with you, and this lady has got long hair and it's tied into the back of her neck. I feel very much a mother or a grandmother, a lady that gave a lot of herself. She was a lady that would always show people that she was there to help. She was very much a lady that would always say things as it were. She was courageous. She was strong-willed. She knew what she wanted in life. And she's just telling you that you are strong also. Okay. This lady is showing me she's making apple pies. She always used to make an apple pie for herself, one for the next door neighbour and one for the freezer. The apples used to come off a tree that was either in her garden or in a neighbour's garden. She used to get the apples from it. She's saying about knowledge, having knowledge and taking that knowledge inside. She said, she always said that once you understood things, you could always move forward. She was a lady that was very, very much a motherly figure. She gives me the names of Ruth. She's just given me also the name of June, and she's just given me also Dorothy. Family or friends. I have a gentleman now with you that was in the Navy. I heard the song, I joined the Navy to see the world, and this is how he was talking to me. He was very proud of being in the Navy because he really did love the sea. He said he loved to swim and he loved also to fish. And I feel once he came out of the Navy, he used to go with his friends and they used to go sea fishing and they would bring the fish back ready for the freezer. He's given me Whitby. So I don't know whether you understand Whitby, but I want to give you Whitby. I've asked for something special for you and it's just given me an owl. And the owl is for your learning or for teaching. But he gives me John. He's given me Paul. And he's just given me Arthur. So know they're connected around you. But accept that owl. It is for your progression. All right, sweetheart, we'll leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Sarah now. We've got Sarah next. Yeah. Yes, Sarah, that's you next. All right, let's choose you a card, sweetheart. I quite like these cards. I don't know why I haven't had them out before. Oh, what is this one? This is called the Bankseer. The Bankseer, look. Looks like corn on the cob, doesn't it? And it means new beginnings. And it's spelt BANKSIA. And the affirmation is, take this as an opportunity to rise from the ashes stronger and more determined. So this is about determination. Be more in tune with yourself. Show others you're strong and that you can move forward. This flower is like all loops. So everything is looped around, and this is how the petals come. I feel the new beginnings are now starting. So be more sure of self. Sarah, have a lady with you, and this lady is wearing a dress. It's like a purple flowered dress. So I don't know whether you have the photograph of this lady, or you understand where this lady came in the family. She gives me Betty, Ruth, and Margaret. So I know they're connected somewhere around her, around you. She just brought you a cup of hot chocolate, and she's brought you some niece biscuits. So I feel before you went to bed, if you stayed with her, or it is your mum or your grandma or an auntie, but I feel you always got the hot chocolate and you always got the niece biscuits. She's saying about inner strength. Knowing your inner strength is important, because I have this beautiful black and white horse, a Palomino or something, but she just brought you the horse. And I feel when she used to take you for a walk, you always stop by the gate to see this horse. Sarah, she's very much a lady that would do things that would make you laugh. As she steps aside, I've got a gentleman with you, and this gentleman's about 5'10" in height. I feel he was in the Air Force, because I can see the wings on his shoulder. I feel he was very much a gentleman that loved to be outside. Again, he's showing me his bird boxes. He's showing me painting the fence. He's showing me doing things to help others. He was always working. I can see his hands always busy. He gives me Tom or Thomas. He gives me Neville. And he's just given me also the name of Charlie. Sarah, he said, I have to give you a lovely bunch of lilies of the valley. And the lilies of the valley mean to me peace. So he said, take that inner peace and show others that you are strong. And I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right. Jeanette Cullen. Okay, Jeanette. Okay. You've got the wattle. And the wattle is an Australian flower. It grows in abundance. And if you can see that beautiful yellow, and that is for gut feeling. It also means laughter. And it means uplift yourself and those around you through loving laughter. So you can keep laughing and laughing. Oh, that's the other one I want to speak to. Lulu Hyde. You're next, sweetheart, after Jeanette. I was drawn to you earlier. Okay. It's like it's a spring flower, and it's got like little pom-poms, if you can see. Can you see the pom-poms? And this is what the flower is. I'm feeling I'm losing weight in my hands. And I don't know whether the lady I have with you lost the weight in the hands, because I feel the rings coming off the fingers. And it's like they keep dropping off. And she's so afraid of losing them. And she's got a ring and she's wrapped cotton around it to show me that the ring would not come off because it was held in place. She's saying about history, the history of the past. You have to let go and show that you're more willing to move forward. She's saying here, I have to give you Sheila, I have to give you Mary, and I want to give you Betty. Jeanette, there's something about knowledge, letting the past go, let the bullies go, and find you again. And she shows me a pine tree. And she said, be like the pine, straight up and down, not showing things, but showing you can reach for the stars. Maybe you've got to think about them, sweetheart, because she's talking to me. They could be her friends. As I said before, names, when I'm given them, is by the person who's communicating. But maybe you can ask the questions. She said about letter writing. She used to write some lovely, lovely letters. Her script was beautiful. Okay, I can hear you. She said you've been hearing in your right ear. She said she's spoken to you. But she just said to say, remember your strength and remember that you are important. She said you have courage, use it. Gentleman here now with you, and I feel he was in the Merchant Navy. That's not the Royal Navy. It says no, the Merchant Navy. And he used to smoke Players cigarettes. And he always used to bring some home with him. He's saying about eating whitebait. You know, those little tiny fish. Eating whitebait. He said memories. Memories. Sweetheart, I'm given Daniel. I'm given Sean, and I'm given Tom. So these names are around this gentleman. And he just said, just to say to you, always remember your heart's in the right place. I've asked for something special for you, and I'm given snowdrops for new beginnings. So take them on board and take that lovely white, that snow white, with a hint of green for new beginnings. I'm leaving that with you and say thank you for working with me. Lulu. Lulu next, please. Right, Lulu. Okay. Here we go, the top card. What's this one? Oh, you've got the sweet pea. And this is the original sweet pea, the pink. Because often we get the pink and the blue and the purple and the yellow, but the pink is the one that is usually there. And it says your wishes are coming true. With your heart, what your heart has been longing for is getting closer and closer each day. But the sweet pea is one of the most beautiful flowers. The scent of it is always there. And how this flower has come, it is of the original color, which is pink. And it means mother love and family. Lulu, I feel with you, I want to push you in a different direction. I want you to find a circle and join a circle that can help you. I know there's a lot of love coming to you from the spirit world. And I know I have a lady with you that loved you to bits. She's brought you French toast. And the French toast, she's put some lovely raspberries with the French toast. I feel this is a memory for you, sweetheart. She's also showing me as well. Oh, that's fine. She's just showing me bread and jam. Do you understand bread and jam? And I feel it's strawberry jam. She's just buttered the bread and put the jam on, and she's cut it into quarters for you so you can enjoy your bread and jam. She's showing me daisies. You know the daisies in the garden? I feel this is a memory of making daisy chains. I feel this is your mum. I'm feeling a mum figure because she is so much showing me how much she loved you. And she also brings you primroses. So she must have passed early in the year, or birthdays early in the year. She said to you, trust in your own intuition. I've got a gentleman also with you, and this gentleman is a father or grandfather. He had something to do with his throat. He either had cancer of the larynx or cancer of the throat through smoking. And this is either dad, a granddad. He is showing me so much love for you as well. I've got the names of Matthew. I also want to give you John. And I want to give you also Bill and James. I know there's so much love coming to you, sweetheart. And he was saying that everything comes full circle. He's very much part and parcel of your past, I know. And he loved you to bits. And he has a lovely Jack Russell with him. I just heard the name of Ben. So I know that's another name around you. I've just been given a beautiful chrysanthemum for you. The chrysanthemum of September. But just remember, trust in yourself and you will get there. That gentleman gave me a right sore throat. I don't know what's wrong with him today. All right. I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Can I talk to Alison Turnbull, please? Are you still here, Alison Turnbull? Alison Turnbull? I don't know if Alison's not here. All right. I'll talk to Delane Whitboy then. You have got the camellia. I love the camellia. I've had one for years and it keeps growing, but then it's just died. It means you are lovable. And it says, love who you are as you're created perfectly. Everything about you, your true self, is beautiful. So Delene, that flower is perfect for you. And that beautiful pink is for maternal love and for family. I know with you at the moment, sweetheart, you've been feeling a bit depressed, but I want to say you will get better. It has started to say, good evening, Stephen. Enjoy your evening. But I want to show you a carpet full of daisies. And I feel this is a memory of being in a garden and seeing daisies all in the lawn. But I also see some of the lovely marguerites as well. You are depressed. The depression, to lift it, is the camellia. And it's about saying to yourself, I am lovable. I love who I am. And saying to yourself, I am getting better. I'm not broken anymore. I have a lady with you, and this lady is mom or grandma, a lady that brings you so much love. She said, patience, sweetheart, patience. Patience is a virtue. Show yourself that you are a beautiful person inside and out. She said, look into that mirror and say to yourself, that reflection in the mirror, Delene, you are beautiful. And say it to yourself and say it all the time. because you are beautiful. She said about showing your true spirit. And she brings me a beautiful eagle for you. And the eagle is your power animal. It's showing you its eye, and the eye is all-seeing. Darlene, I want to also show you, she's showing me a beautiful embroidered tablecloth. She often used to sit and sew on an evening. Darlene, I'm given Lily, Elizabeth, and I've just been given also Jackie. She said to say to you, stop struggling, find yourself. And I'm going to leave that with you with a beautiful, beautiful daffodil to say, always go with your gut feeling. And I just want to give a card to Carol Carhill. And I want to give you the sunflower. And the sunflower means smile. And this will be a quick reading, Carol. Simply smile and notice the profound and healing difference it makes. You're welcome, Darlene. I see here these beautiful petals on this sunflower, and I see the seeds, but I see the seeds of change with you. And the changes that happen around you will come slowly. By June, you will find the changes around you. I feel you have to start to believe that you can do it again. I'm hearing the sound of church bells, and I feel a marriage. And I want to say there's either a wedding coming up or it's a wedding anniversary coming up, because I hear the church bells. I'm seeing also a doll being dressed. The clothes have been knitted. I feel this is a memory from the lady I have with you. And this lady is mum or grandmother. I'm given Janice. I'm given Margaret. And I've just been given also Doris. So I know these people, these names are around you. I've asked for something special for you, and I'm given some beautiful dahlias. And the dahlias are to bring to you peace of mind and love from the ether. So please take the love that's been given. And can I say thank you for working with me? And everybody now, I will not be seeing you for 2 weeks because I will have no internet because I'm moving. So take care, all of you, until I see you all again. So take care. Good evening.